Announcer bot is active. The race session is at Snetterton in Norfolk, Great Britain. Jason Knight from United Kingdom is P1. Jamie Hodgetts is P2. Matt Harris from United Kingdom is P3. Hudson Knight from United Kingdom is P4. Ben Hollis from United Kingdom is 5th. Arahis Jomantis from Lithuania is P6. Joe Walsh from England is P7. Jamie Peters Ennis from England is 8th. Thomas Dandridge from United Kingdom is 9th. Jason Knight is P1. Jason Knight lost first to Jamie Hodgetts. Matt Harris is P4. Ben Hollis is 7th. Michael Evans is P8. Michael Evans lost 12th to Richard Harwood. Arahis Jomantis is 2nd. Arahis Jomantis passed Jason Knight for 1st. Jason Knight is 2nd. Jamie Peters Ennis in the race is P5. Richard Harwood from Italy and Williams is P9. Charlie Flutz from England in Bentley Straight is 10th, 0.1 ahead of Garrett Newton. Joe Walsh is 13th, 0.2 behind Thomas Dandridge. Joe Walsh is now P11. Charlie Flutz in Bombole is 13th, 0.2 behind Richard Harwood. Ben Hollis in Senna Straight is 4th, 0.2 behind Hudson Knight. Ben Hollis is now P3. Hudson Knight exiting race. Jamie Peters Ennis is 4th, 0.4 behind Ben Hollis. Ben Hollis in Wilson is 4th, 0.2 behind Jamie Peters Ennis. Ben Hollis passed Jamie Peters Ennis for P3. Jamie Peters Ennis in Palmer is 4th, 0.4 behind Ben Hollis. Garrett Newton from United Kingdom is P7, 0.3 ahead of Matt Harris. Walsh for 9th. Hudson Knight in Williams is 11th, 0.5 behind Joe Walsh. Jason Knight is P2, 0.5 behind Aramis Chomantas. Matt Harris on lap 2 is 10th, battling Joe Walsh. Hudson Knight is 11th, 0.4 behind Matt Harris. Max Walsh from England in Senna Straight is P5, 0.4 behind Jamie Peters Innes. Hudson Knight is 11th. Max Walsh in Wilson is P5, 0.3 behind Jamie Peters Innes. Gareth Newton is P7, battling Jamie Hodgins. Max Walsh in Agostini is P5, 0.2 behind Jamie Peters Innes. Jamie Hodgins is P7, 0.2 ahead of Gareth Newton. Gareth Newton in Okies is P8, 0.4 ahead of Matt Harris. Joe Walsh in Williams is P9, 0.5 behind Gareth Newton. Richard Barwood in Bentley Straight is P11, 0.2 behind Hudson Knight. Max Walsh is 5th, 0.1 behind Jamie Peters Innes. Joe Walsh in Coram is 8th, 0.4 behind Jamie Hodgins. Gareth Newton in Buddies is P12, 0.5 behind Michael Evans. Max Walsh in Riches is 4th, 0.1 behind Jamie Peters Innes. Ben Hollis is 5th, 0.2 behind Max Walsh. Joe Walsh is 8th, Flux in Okies is 10th, 0.1 ahead of Michael Evans. Charlie Flux passed Hudson Knight for P9. Hudson Knight in Pointers is 10th, 0.4 behind Charlie Flux. Eric Newton in Bentley Straight is P12. Jason Knight in Coram is second, 0.3 behind Arahus Chomantas. Jamie Hodgets in Coram is 8th, 0.3 behind Jamie Peters Innes. Michael Evans in Rookies is 11th, 0.1 behind Hudson Knight. Michael Evans passed Hudson Knight for P10. Arahus Chomantas from Lithuania in Wilson is P2, 0.4 behind Jason Knight. Jamie Peters Ennis in Wilson is P8, 0.4 behind Jamie Hodgets. Arahus Chomantas in Agostini is second, 0.3 behind Jason Knight. Jamie Peters Innes is P8 battling Jamie Hodgets. Jamie Peters Ennis passed Jamie Hodgets for 7th. Jamie Hodgets in Hamilton is 8th, 0.4 behind Jamie Peters Ennis. Charlie Flux in Okies is 9th, 0.5 behind Jamie Hodgets. Gareth Newton is P12, 0.2 behind Hudson Knight. Hudson Knight in Bentley Straight is 12th. Hudson Knight in Coram is P12, 0.1 ahead of Richard Harwood. Hudson Knight lost 12th to Richard Harwood. Richard Harwood in Senna Straight is 12th. Charlie Flux in Wilson is 8th, 0.6 behind Jamie Peters Innes. Gareth Newton is P12, 0.3 behind Richard Harwood. is 12th, 0.2 behind Gareth Newton. Richard Harwood passed Gareth Newton for 11th. Gareth Newton from United Kingdom in Bombole is 12th, 0.4 behind Richard Harwood. Charlie Flux in Senna Straight is P8, 0.4 behind Jamie Peters Ennis. Gareth Newton from United Kingdom in Start Finish is P11, 0.1 behind Richard Harwood. In Riches is 12th, 0.3 behind Gareth Newton. Max Walsh is 3rd, 0.2 behind Arahus Chomantas. Max Walsh passed Arahus Chomantas for P2. Arahus Chomantas is 3rd, 0.2 behind Max Walsh. Michael Evans is P8, 0.3 behind Jamie Peters Ennis. Charlie Flux from England in Okies is 9th, 0.4 behind Michael Evans. Arahus Chomantas in Brundle is 3rd, 0.4 behind Max Walsh. Michael Evans in Bentley Straight is P8, 0.2 behind Jamie Peters Ennis. Hudson Knight is 13th, 0.7 behind Jamie Hodgins. Michael Evans in Senna Straight is 8th, 0.5 behind Jamie Peters Ennis. Hudson Knight is 13th, 0.1 behind Jamie Hodgins. Michael Evans is 8th, 0.7 behind Jamie Peters Ennis. Jamie Hodgins in Palmer is P13. Charlie Flux is 9th, 0.5 behind Michael Evans. Charlie Flux is P9, 0.4 behind Michael Evans. Peters Ennis. Michael Evans lost P8 to Charlie Flux. Jamie Hodgensen Brundle is 13th, 0.3 behind Hudson Knight. Joe Walsh in Hayes is P6. Charlie Flux in Senna Straight is 8th, 0.4 behind Jamie Peters Ennis. Michael Evans is 9th, 0.5 behind Charlie Flux. Ben Hollis entering the pits is P1. Max Walsh entering the pits is P1. Michael Evans is now 8th. Arahus Jomantas entering the pits is P1. Thomas Dandridge entering the pits is P4. Jason Knight entering the pits is P3. Richard Harwood entering the pits is 5th. Michael Evans is now P10. Jamie Peters Ennis entering the pits is P2. Charlie Flux entering the pits is 5th. Michael Evans is now P12. Gareth Newton entering the pits is P6. Michael Evans entering the pits is P5. Hudson Knight entering the pits is